And we are back. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let me turn down the Sonic Mania music a lot.
That's a lot of Mania. Not enough Sonic.
Hello, everybody. Let me also fix the camera up because I did not reposition it. No, that is too much like that. Let me do that. Yep, okay, that is perfect. That is all good, all Gucci. I also did not change it out of this, purples format, which I had. Yeah, okay, I'm not doing the purple anymore. I actually like the way it looked, before. Just the complete pink. Anyway, hey everyone, how's it going? How is it going, everyone? I hope you are all having a lovely day. I am here once again with Zen, as we finally, after several months, come back to finish off our Sonic vocal Sonic song tier list. We're not going to be finishing it up today. We still have a little bit more to do after this, but we will be finishing off the 2000s era of Sonic the Hedgehog.
The Ow the Edge era.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. The Ow the Edge era. Although we did cover Shadow the Hedgehog last time, so you know, just coming out of it, I guess you could say. Hello, Fruity. Hello, Lilith. Hello, Tim. I hope you guys are all doing fantastically. Lil says, Endless Possibilities is still one of my favorite Sonic songs from this era. We will get to that in this stream. That will be covered in this stream. But how are you doing today, Zen? How's it going? Are you doing good?
It's been up and down. I wanted to record for the past 2 days, but stuff keeps getting in the way. Yesterday, it was just, we had a lot of stuff to do around the house, and I wanted to record. Today, my problem was Johnny Storm.
Yes, but here's the thing.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, this would talk about Marvel Rivals in case anyone here doesn't play it. Don't mind me. I'm also gonna be drinking some Solo.
So just to quickly get this out of the way, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals lately, and today, today was the DLC. Yesterday was Astrobot's DLC. Today was the DLC for Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm. Did fine. I didn't have any issues getting all the stuff with Ben Grimm and stuff from beforehand, and I had no issues getting the first Johnny Storm trophy out of the way and kind of getting that done. But then later, everyone wants to play Johnny to the point where 4 people at once tried to pick him, and you had a half a second delay, and you wouldn't get him. Like, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, and I was like, oh my god, am I ever going to do this? But Rosen helped. We got that done, so I've been also a little bit angry, a little bit frustrated, but also having fun because I got that done. I love Johnny's moveset, so
yeah.
Hit or miss, and I didn't have time to record, but I'll record tomorrow.
Fucking Tifa's sending me messages on TikTok. Please, Tifa, I'm in the middle of streaming.
Who uses TikTok? Isn't that banned?
Tifa does, and no, it actually got unbanned, at least temporarily. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, not like it affects Tifa or I anyway, because the ban was only going to affect the US. So Tifa and I would still be able to use it.
You silly Aussies and your Mexicans. In fact, don't leave. I love Latinas. I love Latina
Sonic. Fruity says, doing good. Celebrated my brother's birthday yesterday. Saw Captain America: Brave New World. It was pretty good. Yeah, I have not seen Brave New World yet. I am cautiously interested in checking it out just because of the mixed reception that it's gotten. So, you know, I'm not gonna judge how it is yet because I haven't seen it. So I'm currently waiting for Disney Plus. I'm gonna be waiting for Disney Plus to release Brave New World, and then I'll see how it is.
At least it doesn't have a weirdly shaped popcorn bucket.
At least Brave New World is his world.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, we're going to be starting with that in a little bit. Have either of you watched Happy Days? What is that? I think...
You've never heard of Happy Days?
Nope. Oh, it's a sitcom from the 70s. Yeah, I can see why I haven't heard of it.
Have you heard of the Fonz? Like, Fonz
I recognize the lead at the very least.
Yeah, so, like, that's where the Fonz is from. And, you know, it's Happy Days was a spin of other things. Like, It's its own thing.
To be fair, the Fonz was only the lead from season 2 onwards. In season 1, he was a minor character at best.
He just got so popular that he became the main character.
Yeah. So, with that being said, to give you guys the heads up on what is being covered in this part of the Vocal Sonic tier list, we are going to be doing the oh, what is this? Why is this separate from? That's weird. One second. Oh, these are unused tracks. I might have to save these for later. I'm noticing in the tier list that there are there are additions, because the thing is I'm using an updated version of the tier list we've been using, because since we began this, Shadow Generations came out, and so I'm using a version of the tier list.
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
I am using so I'm using an updated version of the tier list to include Shadow Generations tracks. And it seems like they have added some unused tracks from the original Shadow the Hedgehog, so I might have to look into that to see how they are. That might be something worth looking into, because the thing is, this was originally going to be 4 parts, but because we've just been taking our time with these, it is going to be a 5-part series, us doing these this Vocal Sonic tier list, and the 5th part may be short on some tracks, because, you know, like, most of these have averaged out to, like, about, like, 23 or 24 songs per part. So we may not have enough to fill that quota for part 5, so I may throw in some extra songs at the very, very end after we're done catching up. So that might be something worth looking into. But, yeah, let's see. So this part of the tier list is going to focus on going from Sonic 06 all the way up until Sonic and the Black Knight. So 06 to 09, basically, you know, nice, before someone else makes the joke. So...
Be mine, dudes!
Tim says, one minor correction, the fonts became the lead in season 3. Okay.
Oh, no, season 2.
Well, that's what Tim's saying. By the time you get to part 5, more Sonic may have dropped by then. Maybe. I mean, we don't plan to drag this out too much longer. I hope we can, at the very least, get this done by maybe, like, April. Like, maybe part 4 in March, part 5 in April. So, you know, there's nothing else Sonic announced yet, aside from the racing game.
Sonic in a racing game? Aw, Parrots of Thought. It's not a Sonic racing game because he's in a car. It's not racing.
Zen. Cars are used to race. I hope you know that.
He's faster than a car. He's the fastest thing
Those
alive.
are the fucking rules, Zen! Those are the rules! He's not gonna have an unfair advantage against someone else because he's the fastest thing alive. He's going to be on equal footing with everyone else in the race. That's the fucking rules.
Why would he go after? Why would he follow the rules? He has got attitude. Besides, equal footing. Why is Shadow in a car then? Why is Shadow in a car?
I mean, Shadow's not the fastest thing alive, so he probably needs a car. He needs a fucking motorbike. For fuck's sake.
Dude, his motorcycle is cool.
Yeah. Okay. Fair and Shadow. Sonic, I'm still iffy.
It's fucking like they're gonna no. Okay, here's an easy thing, Zen. He'll be disqualified from the race if he doesn't, like, you know, use a car. So it's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I won. Well, actually, you didn't win because you didn't use a fucking car, you cheater. Like, you know, he's not gonna be recognized as the winner of the race if he runs with his feet.
Fine, yeah, I guess.
Plus, he might be doing it just to have fun. He might like driving.
Exactly. Like Mario has like hobbies for fucking everything. He likes to hold parties. He plays tennis. He fucking is at the Olympics with Sonic. He does all these sports. But the moment Sonic decides he wants to try out racing in cars, it's like, oh, never mind. Like that's too unbelievable. Like,
he also tried hoverboarding, and that was amazing.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I just find it unrealistic. I want him to race like the Sonic R type racing.
The Sonic R was bad.
No, it wasn't.
Sonic R was
Sonic R is good.
Look. As someone who said infamously in one of our videos from like 2020, I said Sonic R is good. I have since remedied my opinions on that. Sonic R is actually pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Sonic R was good. I trusted you. I trusted you.
Has good music.
The Sonic R
sound.
the Sonic R soundtrack is terrific. The Sonic R soundtrack is amazing, but the game itself controls like ass.
We need to do a bun plays on Sonic R at some point.
It is the floatiest racing game ever.
Sonic, just catching up with chat here. Sonic R has good intro song. It has a good soundtrack in general. Tim says, have you considered ranking the best and worst TV show DVD sets? I don't really see the point in doing DVD sets like that. We have a bunch of things that we're gonna want to do tier lists of. Like this vocal Sonic tier list is like an experiment to see how we want to do like tier lists in the future. One idea I want to do is like Walt Disney Animation Studios films, because I'm currently doing a marathon, or I've been slowly doing a marathon on and off for the past 3 years. Of all the
we should do a Foxverse tier list
of all the all the Walt Disney Animation Studios movies. I've been going through them bit by bit, and once I'm all caught up with that, I want to do a tier list. As for the Foxverse, I actually need to rewatch most of the Foxverse movies, and I kind of don't want to do that right now.
We're watching through them now, and some of them are really bad.
Yes. Why did we have to watch X-Men: The Last Stand?
You made me watch Generation X.
And Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer almost back to back.
You made me watch Generation X.
Oh yeah, that's
Fruity says the Sonic Riders spin-off did get us Sonic Kamen Rider in the IDW comics, which means those games were worth it by default. Yep. And also, in the upcoming Sonic Racing game, I think what was its name? Like Sonic Racing Crossworlds was its name.
Yeah, Crossworld. It looks good.
They have the extreme gear in that game, which I'm so looking forward to. I'm so glad that
finally have Jet back.
Yeah,
oh
Jet's back finally. We got the entire Babylon Rogue, it seemed like. So it's like, yeah, I'm really excited. One of the biggest things with Team Sonic Racing, which was the last Sumo Digital Sonic Racing game to come out, was that they made it so it was all Sonic. It was just a completely Sonic roster, which I'm fine with, but like, the roster was bare bones. It was such a bare bones roster. So apparently this is going to have like the largest roster in any Sonic Racing game, which I'm really happy about. I'm really thrilled for that. And yeah, Sage is going to be in the game, which I'm really thrilled about. And
we'll have to, I mean, like the film, the game looks so good that it's making me rethink my thoughts on, Sonic in a car. But otherwise, I mean, I'm not too big on it.
Fruity says, I think Sonic 06 was actually the first exposure to the franchise for me and my brother. I have no idea how we became fans. Honestly, okay, you say that. There's a lot of 06 glazing nowadays. Like, there's a lot of fans for 06 nowadays. Because, while the game is crap, there's no denying the potential was there. And I think that Project 06, the fan-made remake that's being made of it, is definitely making people go like, oh, like 06 had like more there than a lot of people gave it credit for. But it's still a bad game. No doubt about it.
Good ideas.
It has good ideas, but like there's problems. It was rushed. It's just hard to say. I haven't gotten to it yet, but like people question all the time: is Sonic 06 worse? Is Sonic Boom worse? Is Sonic Forces worse? I've heard all three. Or is Shadow the Hedgehog worse?
Forces is not worse than 06 in totality. It's just that it's really fucking bland.
And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people have kind of touted those things, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to any of them yet.
Here's the thing.
Currently,
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I will say, for the longest time, I kind of didn't get why people were saying it's the worst. The thing is, I'm at the conclusion now where it's like, okay, the way it was put together, 06 is probably the worst game, but the problem is that people want to remake 06. They want to see 06 fully, like, meet its potential. They want to see it be, like, constructed in the best possible version of itself. No one's really clamoring for a Rise of Lyric remake because it conceptually is not very interesting. So I can very much see why people think it's not worth salvaging.
Mm-hmm. One thing we will say, because we are getting back to work on things, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Bun Plays has been recorded for some time now. In fact, we probably finished it like most of last year. We still have to do the extras.
Mid
but that's,
2023.
you know,
Mid 2023 was when the playthrough was recorded.
so we finish it. It's just right now what's happening with it is that we started something else to go concurrently, and both of them are basically ready to go. Bun Plays is being worked on. It's taking a while because of our health and lives.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's coming soon. Without further ado, however, let us Stardust Speedway off. I'll keep that on hand for later, though. So I'll just keep it over here. And we will now jump forward into the playlist. So how many tracks are we covering today? We're covering 23 tracks. That's a good amount. So we're covering.
And most of them are short. I think what really helps it is that a lot of the stuff that we covered beforehand was just 5 to 10 minutes.
Like, I mean, there are some beefy songs here. It's just that like. So we're going to start out with a lot of 06 and end with a lot of Black Knight, but a lot of the games in between have anywhere between only like 1, 2, or 3 songs. Like Rush Adventure only has 1 song, Sonic Rivals 2 only has 1 song. Like, Secret Rings has a lot of songs that have vocals in them, but I'm going to tell you right now, we didn't include most of Secret Rings' soundtrack in here because a lot of them just have like repetition. Like they only have like 1 sentence that gets repeated again and again and again. Like who's gonna rock the place. Like that song's not included. Like most of Secret Rings' soundtrack is like that, so we didn't include them in this in this video. So yeah, we did include 7 Rings in Hand, Worth a Chance, and it has come to this. So, because those are the big ones, and they actually have more than 1 lyric, basically. Let me quickly also change this to 16:9 setup. There we go. Let me change the chat. Awesome. Plus, Secret Rings' main thing was unlock songs from older game. Yep. I think that was also in Black Knight as well. If you want to create an educational animated show, what would your angle on it be? I'm not the best person to talk on that.
Yeah, and this is not the best stream for that either.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I am known for throwing out a lot of swears on the fly, so I don't think I'm exactly the person to answer that. So anyway, let us begin with His World from Sonic 06. We are going to cover all of the alternate versions of these songs, by the way, because a lot of the time, Crush 40 will do covers of songs that are not their own songs, and then also sometimes the singer will come around and do an alternate version of the song themselves. So we have included a lot of those in this playlist. So with that being said, let us start with the main theme of Sonic and Sonic 06 itself, His World by Zebrahead. Let's wait for the song to start. There we go. So, why don't you start with the song, Zen? What do you think of His World?
I think that this is S tier. It's a perfect blend of classic rock, classical music, and rap. I instantly fell in love with it, and I know this is kind of like the main theme when you boot up the game kind of thing, but it's just fitting for Sonic, and it makes you pumped for the game itself. Like, this kind of reminds me a lot of Tony Hawk, where they'd have like those kind of punk rap kind of songs, and I feel like it works for Sonic. Like, he's supposed to be attitude personified. He's not Edge. I think this is what works for me, so I put it as S tier.
By the way, guys, let me know how the music sounds compared to my voice, compared to Zen's voice. It's a little loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. On my headset at the very least.
His world. His world.
It's such a good song. It's such a good song.
His World is something that I sing along to. Like, it's just so good.
In fact, coming out the gate, I am going to just say, this is why I kind of want to end with this last time, but, you know, it's by chance it happened to be at the start of this stream. I am putting His World at the very top of S. This, in all honesty, is my favorite Sonic song.
Better than Live and
vocal
Learn.
Sonic song. Yeah, better than Live and Learn, better than Never Turn Back. I love his world. It is the perfect fit for Sonic in the weirdest way, because it encapsulates all of the best parts about Sonic. It encapsulates, how, like his cool attitude with like the rapping. It establishes how, in a weird way, the series can be kind of epic sometimes, with like, the orchestra. It's like, it's so good. It fits Sonic's character like a glove. Like, it's a mixture of like the mature aspect of the franchise and the goofy, cocky, cool nature of the franchise, and I really love it for that. It is like everything I look for in a Sonic song, and then some. Like, I love it so much. You said it was.
I can definitely agree with that. I can definitely agree with that, because like there are parts where I'm just like, oh wow, this is a theme song. It sounds like a final boss theme sometimes.
Where'd you say you put it for in S tier?
S tier, but let me see my S tier.
Oh crap! Okay, I can't share both sides of the screen. Damn.
1 second. 1 second. I can probably do the thing that does.
Yeah, pull up.
The problem is I don't have the chart in front of me.
Yeah, pull up the Streamalizer.
That's what Eliza's doing.
Just give me a second.
All good. I just need it. I'm just jamming out to his world.
Alright. So yeah, put on my tier list.
Yeah, it's on your tier list.
Okay, I think I'd put it under Live and Learn.
What do you mean under Live and Learn? Because Live and Learn's in S++.
Oh yeah, okay. Ron, it's still small for me.
1 second. Full screen it is.
There we go. I put it just below Unknown from Me.
Okay. So, Unknown from Me. Oh, so an S+, or...
Wait. Under City Escape.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry, it's hard for me to see.
No, it's all good.
My eyesight's not my strongest suit.
It's all good. No need to worry. But of course, this is not the only version of his world. There are two other main versions of his world. The next version being the Crush 40 version of his world. So let's go to that. What do you think of the Crush 40 version, Zen?
It's okay. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's definitely like an A tier for me, but it's different from the original version. It's less rappy. It's more, less rap heavy, more rock. It's not as catchy as the other version, but the chorus is better. Still, the singing makes it for me, but it's less energetic. It's like it's a good take. It leans a bit too much into rock for me, but I still think it captures that feel of the same song. So I would definitely put it.
Fruity says, I still put Endless Possibilities over his world. I can absolutely see why. It is really a really fucking good track.
I put it just below Supersonic Racing.
Okay. Let me put it over here. Is that the Crush 40 version? Yes, it is. Good. I am also gonna put it in A tier. So let me just go to my list. It's a really good rendition of the song. I definitely think it is a very catchy and unique version of the song compared to the original. I do like the rap from the original more. I think it is a more fitting. It gives more of like a varied mix for the song, which I think very much fits Sonic and his character. Whereas this like just goes completely for the rock, and I like it for that because Johnny Gole absolutely crushes the lyrics. But yeah, I would say that in general I do like the original version more. But I am gonna put the Crush 40 version. I actually think this spot over here works just on the Sonic Boom. Let me catch up with chat as well. I do know I would put the original version of Dreams of Absolution around COD tier. That's a... Damn, okay. I mean, we'll get to it. We'll get to it, but before that, we have the final version of his world, which is the version of it that that Zebrahead released, I believe, as a standalone or as part of one of their albums. But this is the version of his world that is titled the Zebrahead version, even though the original is also by Zebrahead. But I believe this is just their standalone album release version of it. And to be honest, this could potentially be the best version of it. I personally prefer the original version because, again, I think it's a good mix of a lot of elements. But I really love it because, like, in terms of, like, just getting across, like, the cool, fast, like, upbeat attitude of Sonic, I think it does, like a great job just because of how fast it is, of how, like, it gets you, like, you know, your blood pumping. You know, I do prefer the original because this one is a little more repetitive, but it's not that big of an issue. At the end of the day, this is still an S tier for me because it is such a good rendition of the song. What about you, Zen?
I actually think this is better. I have it S tier. It's another take that focuses more on 90s rock instead of rap. Again, reminds me of a Tony Hawk game, but it doesn't have, like, the monotone of the original. So I definitely played this song a lot as a teen if I had it. On my end...
Let me just quickly place the song on my end. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it bottom of S. What about you?
Okay, can you pull mine?
Yeah, just put it up.
It takes a second because of the stream.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. Let's think. Just above Escape from the City.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me. Now we have got. Oh, YouTube, can you please stop buffering? Thank you. Now we have got. This one's interesting. I was very curious to see what your opinion of this next song was going to be because, infamously, you put All Hail Shadow, the Shadow 05 version, in G tier. You created a G tier just for the original version of All Hail Shadow. So now for 06, we have Shadow the Hedgehog's theme for the game, which is Crush 40's rendition of All Hail Shadow. So I'm going to start off this one. I'll give my thoughts for this one right now. I think that this is by far and away the better version of All Hail Shadow. It is like, I actually don't mind the original version of All Hail Shadow. I put it in B tier. I thought it was okay. It's just the big problem with the original version were was the vocals. I think that, like, they were a little too scratchy. They weren't, like, the best they could be. And the instrumentals were, like, you know, okay, but they could be better. This is the best realized version of All Hail Shadow. There is another version we'll get to eventually in Stream 5. But this version is just, it's so good. It works tremendously as a theme for Shadow. Potentially the best theme Shadow's had. Potentially. I definitely like it better than I like it better than Throw It All Away, but
yeah,
also,
it's better than Throw It All Away.
I Am All of Me is also a fantastic song, as well as This Machine, but This Machine's more for Team Dark as a whole.
Well, I feel like Tifa's gonna hate us if we don't love
I Am All of Me. Yeah, I mean, I love I Am All of Me. It's an amazing song. I would put All Hail Shadow definitely in S tier. I would oh, this one's hard. Because This Machine is so good. I will say, I already loved All Hail Shadow, but the version, and we're not judging this version yet, but the version of it in Shadow Generations has made me love it even more and see it as like almost the definitive Shadow song. So like, this one is really difficult because like there's so many good character themes up here. It's gonna be a lot of S tiers, by the way, because like, man, this is the peak
06
era.
has a lot of bad, but the music is not one of them. The
It's-
music of 06 is amazing.
The music of 06 is great. While I decide this, do you want to give your opinion on the song, Sen?
Okay, so I hate, double hate, loathe entirely the original version of All Hail Shadow because it's weak instrumentation, it has really weird sound, and the vocals are... I can't listen to it. Like, the vocals are so bad that I can't listen to it.
Uh-huh.
This is S tier. Finally, it's a version I can get behind, a major improvement from before, offering dark grunge, but energetic and catchy as well. Plus, the vocals are top-notch. I can actually understand it now.
Yeah.
Plus, it feels like the reverb and some of the inflection adds a menace and then shows a change in determination by the end for Shadow. This is his definitive theme. It's just, I couldn't tell that because the original version sounded like it was being read by a demon from Buffy the Vampire Slayer at a nightclub. It's bad.
Lil says, I love this song. I hope Keanu Reeves gets it in the movies. Honestly, like if he gets it, that'd be great. I will say they did make Live and Learn a very good theme for Shadow in the movies, like specifically the movie verse. But I would still love to hear All Hail Shadow in the movies. So where would you put it in S tier?
I'm just trying to see, what are the two top ones that I have there? I can't read them.
The two top ones are Never Turn Back and Supporting Me.
I'm gonna put it at the top of S tier.
Okie dokie, so you're gonna put it at the very top?
It's such an improvement that while I love City Escape and some of the other ones, this fits Shadow so much, and it's like such an improvement that I think it deserves that praise.
Can I say something really quickly?
Yep.
Go on.
The next song is legitimately my favorite Sonic song of all time.
Yeah, Eliza has told me before how much she absolutely adores this next theme. I will say, I do not have the alternate versions of this theme, which I believe are somewhere like down here. I do not have the alternate versions of this theme that were released to the artists, via their albums or something like that. Probably something to do for the inevitable part 5, because I don't think we're gonna have enough to like fill out an entire stream. So maybe something to do then, but we will be talking about the original version of this song now. It is the theme song of Silver the Hedgehog, Dreams of an Absolution. If it'll load up on YouTube, can you please work, YouTube? Why are you being slow? There we go, now it's playing. What do you think of this song, Zen?
Hold on. Can you go first?
Oh, can I go first? Okay, cool.
I have a cat.
Yeah, you got your cat there. Let me just quickly put it in the spot it deserves, because like, my god, do 06 songs not miss. Like, that literally, my note for this song at the very beginning is 06 songs do not miss. Like, let me just read this word for word, honestly. Going for a techno tone for Silver makes total sense, given how he's the character from the future. But what I love about this song is that soft vocals, is the soft vocals and hopeful lyrics, showing the humble nature of Silver's character, and how in spite of all he's gone through, he's still a big softie and someone who doesn't give up in the face of the end of the world. Yeah, like, as opposed to Sonic, who's like the too cool, gotta go fast character, and Shadow, who's like all angst, Silver and... Hey, YouTube, can you actually, like... What the hell? Why are you acting slow all of a sudden? Am I dropping? Like, is the stream health dropping? What the hell?
Doesn't look to be dropping to me.
I don't see any issues on my end, but we can't listen to it.
I'm gonna quickly drop the resolution of these because they're just music. It doesn't need high resolution, so I'm just gonna drop it to like 144p just to be safe. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, like, as opposed to the character personalities of both Sonic and Shadow, Silver is like the biggest softie in the series, but knows when to go hard when he needs to. And this song, I think, portrays that, like, the best you possibly can. And yeah, I love it. Like, it's definitely around the same area as All Hail Shadow for me. I'd probably put it above It Doesn't Matter. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. It's like 06 songs don't miss. It's like most of the 06 songs are in S tier except for the Crush 40 version of His World, which is still an A. It is such an amazing song. What do you think, Sen?
So, I haven't played Sonic 06. I don't know too much about Silver. I grew up with Shadow. I grew up with Sonic. Silver, correct me if I'm wrong, he reminds me a little bit of like a Cable character, but a neutral Cable character. Like
he's more like Trunks. Yeah, he's more like a Trunks sort of character.
Like an idealistic person, but who's seen a lot of shit. And so like that, what I think works about this is it has a calming backing, but it has hints of like dreamlike, otherworldly, futuristic. It feels timeless. Like it doesn't tie itself to any one era. It reminds me a lot of Sonic R for its mood, but it's not as repetitive as a lot of the Sonic R songs. If I'm being I love Sonic R's song list, but a lot of them are repetitive.
I will also say, one thing I love about this song is that, like, you can hear a little bit of a, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you can hear a little bit of a leitmotif of Green Hill, like, before the chorus kicks in, and I love that. Like, I really love that. It kind of ties him back to Sonic in a big way, even though he is from the future. So, yeah, I just love this song. Where would you put it?
I think I'm gonna put it right above, right below It Doesn't Matter.
Okay.
And one other thing that I want to bring up is that if you think about the lyrics of the song can actually work for either Silver or Blaze.
Oh yeah, that is true.
What I like about it is that it hints at the character. It's a very good character piece. It has stuff that like is hidden in the background that you wouldn't necessarily notice. He has a calming menace to him. It's a very different feel. I don't think it's quite as good as some of the like energetic Shadow and Sonic songs, but it has this feel to it that makes me calm a lot more than Sonic R's tracks.
Fruity says, I feel like we need another Silver campaign in the games. Most of his development is in the comics. Yeah, like, we need more Silver in the games. He is such a good character, and he is also one of the most underutilized characters in the series.
Yeah.
You also need a few full-on chaotic games.
I don't know enough about him. Like, from what I gather is just from the reviews. But the thing is, and my problem with a lot of reviews, while Johnny did a great job, a lot of them just boil down characters into very small things, whereas instead of like going into like, okay, this is their character theme and their character arc, and like, I understand a lot more about Shadow now than I did when I was a kid. And seeing, you know, the Sonic movies, Sonic 3, and seeing the games, like, there's a deep character there that a lot of people don't mention, but people boil him down to Ow the Edge, which is true, but it's also disingenuous. And I feel like Silver, I need to play the game to really understand.
There was a long period of time where people were like, ugh, Sonic's friends, get them out of there. That's why there was such a big...
I hate that era of
during
games.
the 2010s, there was a big like step back period where it's like, oh, okay, so people don't want Sonic's friends, so you know we're gonna have only Sonic playable in Unleashed and in Colors and in Generations and in Lost World, and like Sonic 4.
That's just boring. It's boring.
In Sonic 4, it was just Sonic and Eggman until Episode 2 came out, and there was Tails and Metal Sonic, and it was just Sonic and the core cast, and it's like that's kind of why in Generations people retroactively have gone like, why isn't there more of Sonic's friends in the games? And it's because like, well, they're given the
you were against them before, like, and that's the thing. Like, I personally think that adding his friends adds something, because when you look at the games that you played, and I hadn't played like the classic games until the Bun Plays, but each character has their own unique story, unique gimmick and unique play style. What I think didn't work was when Sonic Heroes pigeonholed everyone in a group into the same playstyle when they should have had different ones. That's me. But Shadow had his own stuff, certain things.
I'm actually gonna bite back against that, because the thing is, in 06, everyone does get their own playstyles, and it was too much for the team to keep track of, and they ended up rushing the game.
You should at least have a group of characters, and we should at least have a playstyle for some of them. I preferred it in Sonic Adventure 2, where some of it made sense. Yes, retroactively, I realized that Tails in a mech is kind of weird, but I liked the mech gameplay, especially for Eggman, so I'm not gonna bat an eye at that being kind of replicated there. It just, seeing what Tails can actually do in certain games, it's like they could have done more, and that's why Heroes was off. Heroes level design and PS2 gameplay, no, none of that.
No, the level design was not the problem. The level design was actually really good. The PS2 version, I'll give you that, is really bad. But the level design was good.
I just didn't like the pinball level. I got so stuck.
Yeah.
As I mentioned on Zen server and Manyplayers Online, my first Sonic game was Knuckles Chaotix.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you.
I love that game so much. To this day, I want a new game, 3D style, with all the Chaotix members back, and add in Ray for good measure.
Hey,
I'm
guys,
sorry for your loss.
Guys, do you like? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I gotta quickly be back. Hold on. I'm getting a call.
From the brink.
Yeah.
All right,
Amy.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that.
We were talking about Knuckles Chaotix.
Yeah. Knuckles Chaotix. Do you like the go fast nature of Sonic, except you're constantly being tethered back? Then you'll enjoy Knuckles Chaotix.
Don't get Eliza started, okay? We don't have enough time yet. Not today. We don't have time. We were talking a little bit about it, but we don't have time.
Let's continue on.
Luckily, there's only one more 06 song, and then the next few games are only one or two songs next.
Yeah. Secret Rings, I think, has 4, but it'll be fine. So let's go on to and I also don't have much to say about the Secret Rings tracks, to be completely honest.
Secret Rings, even the vocal tracks that aren't repetitive are repetitive.
Let's get on with the credits theme and the theme of Elise from Sonic 06. Let us get going. So, what do you think about this song, Zen?
Okay, you're gonna have to forgive me for this. I haven't played the game, so I don't get the context. I'm giving it a B tier. It's good, and it is emotional, but it's a bit slow for my liking. It feels heartfelt and emotional, but I can think of better ending themes from Sonic, because I get what it's going for, but knowing Elise wanted to not save the world because of reviews that I've seen and refused to blow out the flame at first, it rings a bit hollow because it's about Elise, and I don't care about Elise. I don't have the context, so that could change things. But that's what gets me. It's a song that's emotional and heartfelt about a character that does not count. A
please
character
work.
that does not matter.
YouTube, can you actually show the shit? Thank you. Oh, it bumped the quality back up. No, can you bump it back down? Because you're being slow.
You're gonna have to do it for every single version.
Uh,
The funny thing is, at least they let it in that game simply because they wanted to call back to when they were doing the original design documents to Sonic back in the 90s. They wanted Sonic to have a human girlfriend.
And Rock Band, but we don't talk about those two things because I think two things are stupid. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm facetious about the car thing. While I do find it a little bit weird, I'm normally fine with Sonic and cars. Sonic and a rock band and dating a human girl, that's kind of what I don't like. That's personally my line. I don't like those things.
I don't have a problem with Sonic dating a human girl.
I am not a furry.
I might be.
I am not a furry. I may be a bunny, but I'm not a furry, and it just like those things I thought were weird. But it's again the problem I have with this song is that it's about a character that does nothing, does not grow, refuses because she wants to be with Sonic. She doesn't want to save the world, and a story like that can work. I love Final Fantasy 13. And the story about a character, like a story is about a character who wants to save the world, but is just really bad at his job, and it's like trying to save face and the pressures of that versus a character who doesn't want to save the world, and that can be a good story. I think Final Fantasy 13 does it great. I don't think this is deserved here.
Shit, sorry, I'm gonna have to pause again. Sorry, I'm gonna do something really quickly. It'll take about like 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Apologies for the constant like stopping. I just gotta quickly do something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry for all the pausing, everyone. So let's put it back on release song. So we're in S tier. Oh, sorry, we're in B tier. Do you want it?
All right, my B tier. I put it just under Sonic Boom.
Okay. Yeah,
like Sonic Boom has its problems, but like this is a good song that's hurt by a character, so it's like.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, it's a better song than Elise deserves. It's like, it's extremely touching and tells like an amazing romantic story of like needing to part ways. The problem is, like, given how Elise and Sonic's relationship is just kind of weird and doesn't really work, and the chemistry is not really there, it's like, I do think it hurts the song. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B because I think it's a good song, weakened by the character. So
every time I hear this song, I think it's a Final Fantasy song.
yeah,
it belongs in a Final Fantasy, but it's about a hedgehog and this girl that he's dating. It's a human girl is weird, and also like I've seen the story done better so many times. Again, I don't have enough context. I will say that, but I have enough that I don't think it works.
Oh no, she is okay. While I don't have a problem with Sonic dating a human girl, I don't like Sonic dating Elise.
Mm-hmm.
Because Elise does nothing.
She does nothing. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That one character, Princess Sarah in the Sonic OVA, is better.
Just trying to quickly load up the next one. It seems like
And I just mentioned the Sonic OVA.
It seems like
You
sharing the
set.
It seems like
You have
sharing
to
the
set the
screen.
settings.
I think it's just sharing the stream with you, like is probably slowing it down a little more than it was like the last couple of streams. But
I know, but like if
yeah,
you set every setting to the,
I'll bear with it. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm just I know there's a delay, but like if you set the setting for each single video, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, no, I know. It's just the stream is very much lagging for me. Not the stream is lagging. The YouTube is lagging, is what I mean. Anyway, time for some tonal whiplash. Make Believe's Reborn. What do you think of Seven Rings in Hand, Zen?
I think it's a good song that suffers from repetition. It's a repetitive start. I love the vibe. I love the instrumentals. I think it works well for like Arabian Nights and combines rock with different instrumentation to feel otherworldly, and it has this repetition going for it. So I think it's definitely an A tier. Where would I put it on my list here? I think I put it above number 1. Like just below You Can Do Anything.
Yep.
Because it's a good song. Like it definitely has vibes, but like there's something about it that it held itself back.
Mm-hmm.
Only the freshest of vibes.
I'm just gonna quickly put most of these down here. So let me just put all this down here. God, there's so many fucking songs in Secret Rings. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that was mine. Let me just do the same thing on your one. No, it's still doing the thing, and it's on 144p. That's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know what to say there. Are you on the good router?
I'm on the good router. It's just I think it is just down to the fact that like I'm streaming and I'm sharing screens with you, which is annoying.
Like that's what we have to do. Unfortunately, I can't hear the songs otherwise.
Well, yeah, because like, but also then the audience is gonna like hear like stuttering music otherwise.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I need to be able to hear the songs.
I have an idea.
Hmm. What's the idea?
I could try to play the songs on my phone at the same time.
Hmm.
No, that's complicated. No, we're not. No,
It's
let's just.
the only also the big problem with that is that like then the music would be coming through on Zen's mic and they'll be like doubling up.
True.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was
it's
working fine the last time we did it like this.
I know. I think the last time what I was doing was I was sharing screens of the tier list so you could see like
Yeah,
uh
but I heard the songs too. I remember.
hmm hmm I'm just trying to think what would be the best. You know what? Hold on. So I have this in a different tab. I'm going to like hold on.
Is there a way you can change the stream that you're sending me?
Hold
Because
on.
you could change the actual output. That should
All
work.
right. Now it should be fine. Now it should be tech. Lil's like tech problems, not a real streamer without them. Yeah. Okay. Now it should be fine. I reduced the quality. Um, it should be good. It shouldn't cause us problems anymore.
Make
Um,
believe reborn.
yeah. Let's fucking start that song again. Fucking. It's only fitting considering the song itself. Come on, say it. Say it. Do it. There we go. All right. Hopefully, it doesn't lead to more problems. But yeah. So, uh, Seven Rings in Hand is a really fucking good song that is just brought down by the fact that you keep hearing it again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
The first time you hear it, it's fine. But by the time you hear the 10th, the song itself is repetitive enough that you hear the 10th time, it feels like the 20th. So that's a problem.
I'm gonna put it at the bottom of A because I think that's the best place to put it. In my notes I said the grave sin of this song, the grave sin this song commits is it's so repetitive, not just within the game itself, but in how, sorry, not just within itself, but in how much the game overuses it. Because outside of that, the song slaps so hard. The chorus in particular is incredibly catchy and gets stuck in my head for all the right reasons, as opposed to Make Believe's Reborn, which gets stuck in my head for all the wrong reasons. So, yeah, so that's that.
So
nope,
yeah,
it's still causing the lagging issues.
It's an okay theme song, but like it does not hold up to scrutiny.
Let me see if bringing it down to 144p works now.
All right, and now for
1 second.
the Crush 40 version.
144p. Yep, now comes the Crush 40 version. I'm not gonna lie. Waiting for it to start. Yeah, this is still pretty slow. Not gonna lie. Come on. Come on. This is fucking slow as molasses. Holy shit.
Let me check to see if YouTube's having any slowdowns right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna check in a second after this song.
YouTube slowdowns Australia.
I mean, heck, we had the PSN glitch, and then Verizon had something. So like, there's stuff going around.
Yeah, well, I also don't think we did this last time. I think we did just share the screens of like the tier list.
I remember hearing the music.
1 second, what's getting a knock on my door? God damn it. Okay. Um, I'm gonna give this one more song. Otherwise, I'm sorry, Zen. I'm gonna have to like just like stop screen share because like this is going so slow. Um,
You want to try doing it without the screen share for a second and see if that's the issue, then fine.
let's
But
let
I
let's
don't know if the screen share would do that.
let me see how it goes without the screen share. Um, all right, let's go. Yeah, there we go. It's going perfectly fine without it.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Like I could suggest putting down the screen share to like less.
I put it down to
than
the lowest quality I possibly could.
Are you sure? Let me see. Screen share. $720. Okay. It's weird that I would do that.
Maybe it's a Discord issue.
Could be.
All right,
Okay.
we're back. Sorry for the constant delays, everyone. God, like this stream has been a clusterfuck. Also, I got the fan on. Let me actually turn that off. If it gets, because today's actually really hot in Australia. Let me quickly give you my weather update. Um, the
What's the weather?
the weather right now in Australia is 33 degrees
Spiders.
Celsius. 33 degrees Celsius on my end, which that's I'm pretty sure that's 100 Fahrenheit. One second. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 33 is 91 degrees in Fahrenheit. So yeah,
That's pretty hot.
yeah,
It's hotter than Eliza can handle, not hotter than I can handle. I like it warm.
mm, yeah, it's really hot right now. But yeah, so
Last time there was a spider raid in Australia was 2015.
So I have the screen share off. Zen's got the playlist on her own side. Hopefully it won't seep into the microphone. Hopefully issues won't keep arising. We're just gonna go on as normal. So with that being said, next song. I really wish we had a better song to do after all those delays, but unfortunately, it's one of the fucking weakest songs of the batch. It is Seven Rings in Hand by Crush 40, which, I mean, let's start playing it. This is quite possibly the... Oh, I got the fucking thing muted. One second.
Quite possibly the worst song Crush 40 ever did.
Like, yeah, this is quite possibly the worst Crush 40 song. It's just not good. Like, I don't know what to say. You said?
This is just the basic idea is that it's them trying to, I don't know, maybe like slow down the original song and make it more punk, but like it has a very rough start, built up to be tolerable. The vocals are just the worst part. They sound drunk. The lyrics drag way too long. It's too slow. It's like it's on Valium. It puts me to sleep. It's not like what I'd call the worst song of the bunch, but it's a D tier, and it does not earn any spot. It just, this did not need to happen. Like, it makes retroactively Seven Rings in Hand, the main theme, so much better.
Yeah. So in D tier you have My Sweet Passion and Catch Me If You Can. Where would you like to rank it amongst those?
Ooh. It's below My Sweet Passion, above Catch Me If You Can.
Okay. I'm putting this in A tier. I do not like this version whatsoever. Like, my god, it's... Johnny Gioeli's, like, guttural voice is, like, usually, like... It's usually a plus, but here it just does not work for this song. He goes hard in the wrong places, on the wrong syllables. It doesn't complement it. And the new instrumentals are really grating. It's not my favorite Crush 40 song at all, and it's just...
a very just droning mess.
Yeah. And speaking of droning messes, next comes the final boss theme of Sonic and the Secret Rings, which is It Has Come to This, which, just waiting for it to play. Like, it is... Okay, it seems like the screen share was not the issue, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it anyway. I'm just gonna let the delay happen. Yeah, this song is not very good. It is like I'm seriously waiting for it to play, because like the one lyric it has just keeps playing again and again and again and again, and it's just like, you heard that lyric, you've heard the entire song. So like,
It's 15 seconds of a song. That's the thing. Like, this is not even half a song. It's not even a whole song. Like, it starts off the gate, and I'm vibing with it. It has a very strong start, but it's just that 15 second. It's like it just drops the ball hard. It flops, and it's like, that's all you got for a final boss. Like, give me all you got. Like that's all you got. Come on. Like,
yeah,
I
like
give it a D tier.
It's like I think was it in your notes or like did you just say it like in like out loud? It's like like every single step is all you got, and it's like you just responded like, "Is that all you got?" And oh my
Well,
god,
that's in my notes, but
YouTube.
it's also why I put it in my notes because, like, what the hell is that? I bottom D tier. It's very close to E for me, but it's the thing is I can't fault the song itself because what they have those 15 minutes are good. It's just they don't they didn't make a song. They refused to make a song.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? This is not gonna be good for the live stream itself. But okay, so okay, so to let you guys in, I didn't want to like say this like just outright. I didn't want to say it like from the get-go. But the plan is that inevitably, once all 5 parts are done, I'm gonna do a more edited version of this tier list and like release it on the main channel. That was the plan that we were gonna go with. That I was gonna go with in terms of like combining all 5 parts, making a big edited version, cutting it down tremendously, and going from there. Um, if need be, I think it's just getting to the point now where it's like I gotta stop playing the songs on the live stream and just edit the songs in later on when I do the edited video, because this is getting kind of annoying that like it keeps buffering like this. This wasn't
Yeah,
happening.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know why it does keep happening. If it keeps happening and we're not sharing, there's something going on.
yeah. I think okay. So as much as I don't want to do it, because I do like having you guys like listen to the songs on the stream as we like rank them. I think just for our sake, we're gonna have to just like not do it. Like they'll be played in the edited version anyway. But like for now, yeah, I was just I'm gutted about it because I do want to keep having the songs be on here. But like it keeps happening. It keeps just like buffering. I'll see how it is next time on stream 4, but maybe I'll have to do it for there as well. But we'll just see. So yeah, it'll just be our voices. Apologies about that, like for the people watching live right now. But it'll just have to be our voices at least for the rest of this stream. With that being said, oh, you know what? You know what it is? You know what it also could be? It may also be because my brother is currently on Final Fantasy 14. That might also be an issue.
That's the entire issue. Final Fantasy 14 uses more than just a stream.
Mm-hmm.
It is eating up your internet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay, for this stream, I guess we're just gonna have to like bear with it. So, but anyway, it has come to this. It sucks. It's not good. Any other thoughts that you got on it?
Um, it is 15 seconds of a song. That's not even a concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely even a concept.
It's
That's not a
12%.
plan.
It's
That's really that
12% of
concept.
a song. Like, honestly, in my notes I put it as E tier. I think I'm gonna bump it down to F. I don't like this song. Like, it's
The
just.
thing is, I can see a kernel of an idea there, and what is there isn't bad. It's just it's not there. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me when so many of the E tier songs are ones that I can't listen to.
Yeah. It's Lil just says get him off Final Fantasy 14 clearly.
Just tell them to get off.
uh, in any case, what do you rank this song then?
I already told you it's the bottom of D tier.
Bottom of D tier? Gotcha. All right. Next song is Worth a Chance. What do you think of Worth a Chance then?
This is a D tier song. Again, it feels like a rejected pop song cover from a direct to DVD Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's so drawn out and boring. It's sung well, but it isn't Sonic. Like listening to it now in the background, like if you told me this was Sonic, like if you told me to tell you where this song was from, I wouldn't believe you that this was Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, let me just quickly, for my own sake, like put this on a little bit because legitimately, I ranked it as D tier as well, and it's like I can hardly remember a lot of this song. Let me mute. Now that we're doing it in this format, I'm gonna mute it just because it's
I
gonna
don't
be a
even
little
remember
stuttery.
this song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? It feels like a late '80s, early '90s pop ballad. that these metal bands were trying to switch to pop covers, and
Mm-hmm.
it just does not work. It's one of those that just did not go hard enough.
The term for that is called easy listening.
Easy listening, and it is just so middling. If I were to put it, it's not bottom of D tier, it's just above the bottom. Like, this is just so middle of the road that I can't listen. Like, I can just barely tolerate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, this shit.
Yeah. See, you can't remember it. That's the problem. Like, what is this shit?
It's
What, like, this legitimately bores me.
it's a boring song. It's not like its melody is very like waning. It's just like for the notes I wrote, it's like probably the most middling credits song in the series, and it only gets worse the more you go. It doesn't do anything for the end of the game, and it has really nothing to do with Sonic and Shara's friendship. It's also totally out of place with the rest of the OST, which really just does not help its case. So yeah, I think
It doesn't fit even the game it's in, rather than the genre or the characters or Sonic. It feels so out of left field. It's like, okay, it's like putting a country song in the middle of a metal concert. It's just so weird.
you want to say the name of the song. Yeah, I did. It's worth a chance. Yeah, so worth a chance is like in my notes I put it at like bottom like I put it in D tier. I'm actually gonna bump it to, like much like it has come to this. I'm gonna bump it down to a grade. I think it goes in E tier because it's not a good song. It's just
I
not.
reserve E, F, and G for stuff that is bad instrumentals and hard to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't quite hit that for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, now we're getting to the point where I really wish I could share the songs because like man, now we get past the secret ring songs and we get to a few games that only have a couple of songs. Starting with the sole vocal theme song of Sonic Rush Adventure, a new venture, la la, la la, la la, top of S tier, fucking, like, we did it, guys, we did it. It is peak. It is an amazing song. We have made it to, like, the absolute pinnacle of Sonic vocal tracks. You don't get a say in this, Zen. I'm putting it at the top of S++ for you. It is peak. It is amazing. Oh, I forgot to do worth a chance for you. Bottom of D tier, right?
No, it's above the last one.
Okay, gotcha. So in all seriousness, what do you think of A New Venture?
Okay, so I just listened to it again, and it just took me 5 seconds to remember. I love this. This is A tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good and happy, and it makes you feel good. It does hurt that it is crunched. It sometimes feels for the backing music simply because, again, this was on handheld consoles.
Yeah, this was a DS song.
And looking back, playing a DS game, like I'm playing a DS game on the side that I won't tell you it's for a secret project, but essentially the DS is very crunch, and I think that's the only thing that really hurts it. But I adore the energy. I love when it goes like
Oh yeah,
it feels like a
like
Caribbean.
that sound, yeah.
Like it's great. It has great energy. I feel like listening to it over and over. It never feels repetitive. It's just right for me. It feels handheld, but the best kind of handheld adventure. I want to play Rush Adventure. This song makes me want to play Rush Adventure.
Yeah,
It's actually really fun.
so it goes in
Na, na,
A tier.
na.
Where in
Na, na.
where in A tier would you put it? Like, would you put it at the top?
Okay, show me my tier. Okay.
So
Um,
yeah, it should be on the stream.
okay, I'm gonna put it just under Ghost Pumpkin Soup.
Gotcha. In all seriousness, am also going to put it in the A tier, but I'm going to put it very high up in the A tier. I legitimately love this song. Like, non-ironically, it is like one of the catchiest themes in the entire series. I'm going to put it like next to Flying to Freedom. It is such a good song. I can't articulate it, so let me just put it here. Like, putting my nostalgia aside, because I did play Rush Adventure a lot as a kid, this song is just a delight. Instantly gets you pumped up to play the game, but in a totally different way to any other Sonic game. It stands amongst a sea of metal and rock with its acoustic feel, and I love it for that. It's a good use of repetitiveness, as instead of feeling droning or repetitive, it feels like it just feels catchy. It feels like something you want to sing along with, and it helps that the song doesn't overstay its welcome. So because of that, it goes at near the top of A tier. Just fun as hell song, really really fun. Um, and then we got another game, another handheld sequel game in Sonic Rivals 2 with the sole main theme song from that game again, in Race to Win. Zen, what do you think of Race to Win?
Well, it's time for a race, a very special race to see who's the fastest.
Wrong game.
Okay, let me listen to it again.
For me, this is a pretty solid B tier. I like the song. It is not in a lot of ways it is not very special compared to like a lot of the other Sonic Racing songs, but it is a very catchy song. It is also done by Ted Poley, who had a hand in songs like, Escape from the City. He, brings it again. His voice is just really fun and really suits Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. It's not a very long song, which kind of hurts it. That's also part of what hurts a new venture a little bit as well. But that is longer than this. Like, this is only like about a minute long, and it really does hurt the song. If this was longer, this could potentially be A tier. But as it is, I've ranked it in B tier because it's good. It is very good, but it's also just a minute long. So it's like,
I have it at B tier. It instantly gets you pumped up. Like this is a song that you can recognize from the first two few chords instantly. Like it instantly gets you pumped up for a very special race to see who's the fastest. But it also has lower quality backing instrumentals. It's just a lot of fun. It makes me want to race, and I applaud that. Vocals are a bit nasally, but it's just the biggest thing is this is one of the songs that is easiest to identify just from the start. This is it really deserves a B tier.
What place in B tier?
Let's see. Just above Kick the Rock.
Gotcha. Okay, so we put it there. Catching up with chat for a little bit because I've been a little bit delayed. Let's see. Ghost pumpkin soup sounds delicious. Yeah, it does. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin. Pumpkin's okay, but yeah.
I like pumpkin, and I'm a ghost, so ghost pumpkin soup is delicious.
For me, this song is B tier. I have no feelings about it. Yeah, it's a good song. It's just nothing like terribly special. But then we get the Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity has some really kick-ass tunes. We got two versions of the main theme, and then another rendition of the Babylon Rose theme. So let's start off with the main theme itself, Ungravitify. Ungravitify or Ungrivitify? I say
Ungravitify.
I say Ungravitify. I've said Ungravitify my entire life, so let's stick with that. What do you think about Ungravitify, Zen?
I think this is A tier. This is a very fitting song for Zero Gravity. It's futuristic, but still enjoyable. Has a great chorus, and I love how it feels like an evolution for riders. It gets you pumped. It's not too fast. It lifts up, and I think that works. It has techno, futuristic vocals.
I can hear the song a little bit on your end.
Okay. Let me start over. Okay. So I give it A tier. It's a fitting song for Zero Gravity. It has futuristic vocals. I do like the way they kind of put a techno filter, but it doesn't make it hard to listen to. It's enjoyable. It has a very good chorus. It feels like an evolution for riders and gets you pumped, but it's not too fast. It's just the right length. It lifts you up, and I think that works.
I think it's best we kind of cover the Crush 40 version as well, because I think they're both on equal playing fields, and we also both rank them in A tier respectively. I think that The original version is a stark contrast from the first game's punk atmosphere, which I really like. I like the first game, like how it was going for like that kind of grungy, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters kind of vibe, but with Sonic the Hedgehog. Whereas here, it's going for a more techno-futuristic vibe, which I really like. My only major gripe is that it can be a bit hard to understand the vocals. I think they filtered a little too much. But otherwise, love the lyrics. I love for a slow song. It gets me excited for a race. Like it's weird to say, but like I think it's really I really commend the song for doing that. And um, with that said, I do prefer the Crush 40 version. I will say, I actually do think for this song, the Crush 40 version is my preferred way to listen to Ungravitify. It does lose a little bit of that futuristic tone, like, with the loss of the filters. It's, not as, like, it doesn't have as much of that techno beat as the original version. But the trade-off, I feel at least, is the vocals, because Johnny Gioeli just absolutely nails it. Like, of all the covers that he's done of like other songs, not the songs themselves, like, not the original songs that they themselves has done, but like all the covers that Crush 40 has made, Ungravitify is like, probably the best cover that they've done. I really love his vocals for this track. For my ranking, well, I'll do my ranking. What about you, Zen? What would you say about the Crush 40
You do your
version?
ranking. I'm just listening to the other version. Give me a second.
Yeah. I would put it maybe here, no, above Sonic Heroes, and the original version I would say is, honestly, they're back to back. Honestly, they're pretty like almost equal in like quality. I just like the vocals of Johnny Gioeli better, so I'll leave it there.
Yeah, like when I look at it, I think this is also an A tier for the Crush 40. It starts off slow, but once you actually get to the vocals, that's what makes it work. I think it loses a bit of the charm for the original version because it's so slow to start and doesn't have the techno stuff, but vocally it shines. The vocals, the lead singer and the guitar riffs make this version for me. Where did I put it in mine? Let's see. Hmm. Uh, just above Flying the Freedom, both of them back to back.
Okay, which version do you like better?
I personally like the Crush 40 version better.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. And then we have what's probably for me the most underrated song in the whole series, in terms of vocal tracks, the most underrated vocal track in the whole series, which is the zero gravity version of Catch Me If You Can. I love this song. For the original Catch Me If You Can, it's not the best. It's not bottom tier for me, but I don't really like it. I feel like there's a lot of, droning, like a lot of a droning feel in it. But like the new, like the zero gravity version of Catch Me If You Can, I feel is S tier. I love this song. It is one of like my favorite songs in the series. It is just like, I love the instrumentals. Just like to read what again, referring to my notes, like so much better than the first game's version. It fixes the rap by by like pacing it a whole lot better, giving it better backing instrumentals, and going for a whole different vibe. This is probably the most underrated vocal track in the series, since I don't hear anyone talk about how good it is. It's the perfect length, has attitude without feeling try hard, and punctuates all of its best moments beautifully. I love this track so much. I am going to put it maybe, it's hard because there's a lot of good character themes here. I'm gonna put it above Dreams of an Absolution. What about you?
S plus tier. Like all I had to do was listen to it one more time, and I'm just like, yes, this is S plus tier. This is what I'm talking about. It's rap rock that's funky. It flows. I have no notes. It slaps so hard. I want more like it. I want to listen to this on repeat. Even the chorus thematically works as it hangs in the air like zero gravity. It is one of the best Sonic songs I've ever heard. So looking at my S plus tier, I'm putting it just above unknown for me.
Nice. Cool, cool, cool. I think what I'm going to do in the edited version is like instead of us being like, okay, so where would we put it? I'll probably just show it visually on
Because
screen,
there's a lot of
and
songs.
like while we say like our reasons for like where we would put them. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's just
do it
me.
as we go.
That's just me thinking out loud. But yeah, so that's Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Now we've got the second to last game we're covering for this video, that being Sonic Unleashed, and luckily there's only two songs that we have for Unleashed because, well, I say luckily, but I only say luckily in terms of like us doing this tier list because honestly, like we are about to enter the period of time after Black Knight where they just weren't doing a whole lot of vocal tracks, and that makes me sad because I love vocal Sonic songs, and yeah, for a little bit there, they just weren't doing them. But luckily, Unleashed at the last moment for its credits gave us two really damn good vocal tracks. The first of which is arguably Sonic's best theme song, that being Endless Possibilities. What do you think of this one, Zen?
S tier. It like you know the song High School Never Ends.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
I've
is
heard of it, yeah.
it this is what it feels like. It feels like they took High School Never Ends and made a Sonic song around that vocal tick, that nasally, but not too nasally. It's just right. It's fun, it's light, it's sunshine, but also rocky. I love his world more, but this is very me. Like this is very much like just like, man, things can be bad, but you know what? Who cares? And it has elements that are grunge rock, but sides with a positive message and feel. I love
Mm-hmm.
it. For S tier, I'd put it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, where would I put it?
Lil says she made a Bleach AMV back in college using this song. That sounds metal as fuck.
Just below his world.
Just below his world. Which version? Zebrahead or original?
Uh, it's right before, like, between Escape from the City and his world.
That can apply to both of them because you have Zebrahead His World, Escape from the City, and then original His World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this version right here.
The first one or the second one?
I don't know. I can't like. I'd have
Is
to look back, but like the one you have it on right now.
the spot I've got it on right now?
Yes.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. For me personally, you know what? Before I continue on, I'm gonna actually do a row above. I'm gonna have basically, it's gonna be basically the same kind of vibe as S tier, but it's gonna represent my top 10. Like these are my top 10, and they're gonna be ever changing as I keep adding stuff to S tier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I'm liking the look of that, and I'm gonna make that. Hmm. You know what? I think I'm gonna make that. I wish there was a like a goldish color. I'll do that to represent kind of gold. That's not really gold. It's more so orange, but like I'll do that to represent Supersonic. Oh, you know, no, actually, you know what? That would be a better color for Tails, and I'm gonna put yellow up here to represent Supersonic. That works better. Cool, cool, cool. All right. As for Endless Possibility, this is another S tier. This is like S tier city for this stream. Like this is such a good song for Sonic. Like I like his world more overall, but like this is probably the best character theme Sonic has ever had. When you think about who he is, living life freely and going from place to place around the world as fast as the wind, Endless Possibility represents this best represents this the best of any of Sonic's theme songs. It has a lovely melody throughout and somehow still manages to make a rap work in the middle, even though the rest of it is like tonally not in tune with like a rap whatsoever, and yet it still works. Like I don't know what it is about making like this epic song and mixing it with rap that just works for Sonic so well, but they've done it twice, like with Endless Possibilities and His World, and it worked both times. As for where I would put it, I think it's better than It Doesn't Matter. I think it's better than Dreams of an Absolution, so that's going to bump it out of the top 10. I think it's better than Open Your Heart. Honestly, This is
Yeah, I'll give it a
this is definitely top. This is definitely top 5 for me. I absolutely love Endless Possibilities. I think this song is amazing. I'm going to leave it. Oh, this is hard. Now we're getting into the real tricky stuff. Oh, this is so hard. I am going to leave it like. I'm gonna leave it above I Am All of Me. I think this is a good spot for it. After that, we have Dear My Friend, which is possibly the best credits theme in the series. Sonic Frontiers gives a good run for its money, but Dear My Friend is really good. What do you think, Zen?
S tier. Just re-listen to it. This one I think really works as an end credit song more than anything we've seen so far. It's melodic, it's touching, the vocals actually work. It makes you feel fluffy and light. There's melancholy because of Chip, but I mean, returning to the planet, I think it fits really well. I think this is a great end credits theme. As for where I'd place it, uh, I put it below Believe in Myself.
Below Believe in Myself? Cool. Um, Wait, but Believe in Myself is in S plus.
No, Cosmic Eternity, Believe in Myself.
Oh, fucking.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in
there's
yourself.
too many similar songs in Sonic, and we're doing the same one again.
It's like One Piece. You know, there's we are, we can, we go.
We go.
Like.
But
God.
Believe in Yourself, I'm talking about the Sonic CD one,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so
I definitely put in that.
I put this song in A tier. I really like it. Has the same melodic feel of My Destiny, but this time it applies to a character I actually like and who has a good relationship with Sonic. There's not a lot to say about it for me. I definitely do like it. It's one of the better credit songs of the series. Thinking back on it though, there is one other credit song we're going to be talking about coming up with the next game that I think is better. But I will place this one. I'll probably put it at the bottom of A tier. I think that works for it. But then we come to our final game for today's stream, which is Sonic and the Black Knight. Lil says, if I were to pick one song that says this is Sonic, Endless Possibilities would be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree there.
Mm-hmm. But first and foremost, we come to one of my favorite main themes of the series, which is Night of the Wind. Where would you say this goes, Zen?
Sonic and the Black Knight, a game that for everything, like there's a lot that doesn't work, but the music slaps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put this S tier. This is just one of the coolest damn Sonic tracks. Him in the medieval world shouldn't work thematically, musically, or anything.
It does.
But they make it work here. They sell you on it. It is badass. It is one of the quintessential, like, you know, like, whoa, like every time, like once you get to the whoa whoas.
It's one of the it's one of the most Crush 40 songs. I'll say that much.
Where would I put it in the S tier? I put it between Endless Possibilities and Escape from the City. It is just so good. It's badass. It's cool. It's fun. I love it.
Of all the songs that I'm gonna be putting in S tier, this is probably it's probably the corniest, but like I don't care. This song is really fun. It is so cool. It is like it really is just the best way to describe it. It just rules. Like it somehow makes rock feel like it makes rock fit for a medieval setting, which Secret Rings couldn't do for the Arabian setting. And in a world where everything is like out to get Sonic, this song represents the blue blur heading into the heat of battle so superbly. I really like it. Would it go in my top 10? I don't know. You know what? I think it's good where it is, top of S tier, but just scraping below my my top 10. So yeah, I for a second I thought someone was opening my door. I was like, no, I'm streaming. But yeah, so yeah, it's just top of S. It's really damn good. and there are like Black Knight has a plentiful amount of vocal tracks, all of which are really good. So, starting off with the King Arthur boss theme, we've got Fight the Knight. I will say, docking a point because you do not fight Artoria Pendragon from Fate's Day Night. So that's immediately like knocking points down. But you know what? It's like, it's good. It's still good. It is one of the.
It's okay. Saber's still in Tsukihime. It's all good.
No, she's not. Well, to be fair, she does. Artori, fucking Aqua does have a saber face. So, with that being said, enough of the Fate references. This is one of the best boss themes of the series. I really like it's very short, so it doesn't go like super high, but I am gonna put it in A tier because I really like the vocals. Also, I really like the lyrics, I should say. But of course the vocals, like most of Johnny Gioeli's OST, most of Johnny Gioeli's tracks are great. Who is messaging me? No, it's not a message. It's a fucking Fate granddaughter message. Right as we're talking about Fate, it sensed it.
Stop playing Fate Grand Order. Stop with the Fate.
So I'm gonna put Fight the Knight. What did I write for my notes? One of the best boss themes in the series gives Arthur's corruption in this. Given Arthur's corruption in this world, this makes him feel like an opposing force that, like a great opposing force to take down. Only wish it was a little longer. Yeah, I think its length is probably gonna bump it down a little bit more, but I am going to put it above Seven Rings in Hand. Above We Can. Yeah,
above we go.
It's it's good where it is. I think that works for it. What about you, Zen?
A tier. This opening slaps. Like, I want to fight the night.
This opening.
Like, the opening is so good.
Opening to the song, you mean? I gotcha.
Well, yeah. That's what it means, because it's not an opening theme song.
Yeah. That's why I was gonna be like, wait, an opening? What are you talking about?
No, like, the opening to the song slaps when it says, I want to fight the night. Well, it is really great as a metal boss theme. Mm-hmm. I think it's a tad repetitive since Fight the Night is repeated a lot, but it hits hard. The chorus really hits as well. It just needs more body, like, because it does repeat itself, but I would definitely put it in my A tier. Okay, let me see. Above Sonic Heroes, below Flying the Freedom.
Okay, sounds good. Only a few more songs. Only 4 more songs left to go. Next is Through the Fire, which I feel a little more down on. It's not a bad song by any means. It is still a very kick-ass good song. This is the song that plays when you fight Arthur's Round Table. So when you fight not Knuckles, not Blaze, and not Shadow. Who were each of them playing? Shadow was Lancelot. I believe Blaze was Percival and Knuckles was Gawain. I just want to double check that. So...
Knuckles was Gawain because Gawain constantly got lost in the Arthurian lore.
So Gawain is Zoro?
Yeah, so Knuckles is Gawain, Blaze was Percival, and then Lancelot was Shadow.
This is fitting because Zoro is always lost in
There are two things that happens to Gawain all the time in Arthurian lore. He gets tricked or brainwashed, and he gets lost.
It fits.
Phil is my favorite Fate summon. Which servant would I be? Which class, I should say? Which class would I be?
You would be Caster.
Caster, you think?
Yeah, because you have to use your brain the least.
No, that's not how that works. No, I'm sorry. Caster's the more plotting type. So if you're saying I'm not using my brain often enough, then like that's not Caster, because you got to use a lot of magic for Caster.
Okay, well maybe Saber, because Saber is also as dumb as Shiro. So,
bruh. Okay.
We were watching Fate 2006 in the background, me and Eliza, and we constantly referred to Shiro as you and me as Saber. and like we're both dumb.
I think there was like a during the whole argument that Shiro and Saber have, like where it's like, oh, women shouldn't fight, and like Saber's self-deprecating herself, being like, I'm not a person, I'm a servant. This like during that part of someone's let's play, I think they had the thumbnail be like I like Shiro and Saber next to each other with t-shirts that just read "I'm with stupid," like like it is both of
I
them are
mean,
wearing
they're
it.
both dumb.
Mhm.
Girls, you're both pretty and you're both dumb.
You're
Yeah,
both
like
dumb
and it makes sense for the story, but anyway, we're not talking about Fate.
Say your
So
piece, and we'll be right back.
mhm. So I would put Through the Fire above My Destiny, above Sonic Speed Riders, below the original All Hell Shadow. It's a good song, like, not as good as Fight the Night, but still keeps the same tone that makes both it and Night of the Wind so good. I just think its verses are a little more droning, for Through the Fire, but that's just me.
Zen will be right back. She's
Mm-hmm.
washing her hands.
All good. I know she put it in B tier, so I'm just gonna put it there. Her tier list is so big it can't all fit on the screen.
After these messages, Zen will be right back.
Sorry, I had a nail issue.
All good. Fruity pointing out that in the side content of the game, Silver was Sir Galahad, and Jet was Lamorak.
Okay, actually, Jet being Lamorak does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, Through the Fire, I just listened to it. The problem I have with it, it's a B tier. It has a weird whispery start. I don't like, slashing right through the fire. Like, it can work, but the way it's whispered for the vocals doesn't work. The middle does. It's still very metal, but it needs even more body than Fight the Night because it's a shorter song, and I'm like, give me more body. I need more body.
Mm-hmm. Where would you put it?
For a B tier. Between no, wait, no. You know what? I put it at the bottom of B tier.
Bottom of B tier? Okay. I put it relatively at the bottom of B tier as well. Now, with me, I'm gonna go first on this one. This is probably my favorite boss theme in the series. It beats What I Am Made Of. I like it more than I Am All of Me. Like it more than Endless Possibilities. I honestly like it more than Live and Learn. It's such a good song. This song is so good. Like I love jamming out to it. Not a His World is still my favorite song, but like, do I like it better or worse than With Me? Well, first of all, Catch Me If You Can's got to go back. Got to go down a little bit.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. I differ on this one. This is one that we kind of fought on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I'll put it above Never Turn Back. I just love this song so much. Like to get my notes out. Like my favorite final boss theme in the series. As a contender for has a contender for the best instrumentals in the whole lineup. The guitar work here is simply awesome, and the vocals from I'm gonna butcher these names. Emma Gilotti, like Gilotti, and Tina Carls. How do you pronounce this? Carl's daughter. Carl's daughter, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, their vocals are absolutely like just perfect, guttural, like amazing. Fits it so well, and fits the lyrics themselves fit the theme of Black Knight so well. As opposed to as opposed to stopping the end of the world in this game, you've got to stop the villain from keeping the world alive for all eternity. And this song is basically a plight to Melina about how we should savor and cherish the world for all it's worth. And it's conveyed so well. Like, it's such a unique take on one of these songs, and I love it so much. I think it's absolutely amazing.
Okay. So for me, I disagree. I think it has stellar guitar riffing, great lyrics. I like what it's saying. The vocals are just iffy for me. I think it's flat. Like it needed
Hmm.
a pitch up, it needed more inflection. It could be an S if not for how odd the main vocals sound until the chorus. It just feels like it needs something more. I really like it otherwise, but I just can't put it on the likes of What I'm Made Of or even Live and Learn. It's just a solid A tier. I'm sorry, I wasn't vibing with
I
it
I
as much as you.
I love the song. So where in A tier would you put it?
Um. Okay.
Lil says not music, but Sonic and the Black Knight had an awesome super form. Yeah, it actually did. I do like the golden armor that Sonic wears at the end.
Okay. Just below, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Comparatively, the Crush 40 version is good, but not as good. I would put it in B tier myself. I like it, but um, it's like to refer to my notes. This basically acts like a dark version of the original with me, which I really like. But I honestly vastly prefer the game's version, the game's proper version. It's mostly down to a preference in instrumentals and vocals. While Johnny does sound great in this song, he surprisingly pitches his voice down a lot compared to the original, which is just so guttural and like and visceral. Um, and yeah, I just think the original just outclasses it, but it's still a good version. I will put it above Lazy Days. I think this is a good spot in B tier to put it. What about you?
I have it at A tier as well. I think it fixes my problem of the
Well,
original because
well,
it has a darker.
I put it in B tier.
I put the previous one in A tier, Phil.
Oh, whoops! I'm mistaking. I mistook the different things. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so I have this in A tier. I think this fixes my main issue of the original song with darker vocals. It actually punctuates the vocals. The chorus isn't quite as good, but it just works better for me. But my main issue is sometimes it feels one note. It doesn't go as far as it could with pushing the actual tunes for the chorus. So for me, I'm gonna put it above the original, but let's see, just above. Like they're neck and neck.
Mm-hmm. Neck and neck. Okay. Cool. 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 And that leads us to our final song for this stream, which is "Live Life," which is the credits song of Sonic and the Black Knight. And I think this is a pretty easy one for both of us. We both have this song in S tier. I think looking like at all the other songs we have like on the higher end of this list, yeah, I think "Live Life" is probably the best credits theme in the series. I'm not going to put it in my top 10, but I definitely think, barring With Me, it is probably the best song in Black Knight. It is a fantastic tune and one that I don't listen to nearly as often, but every time I do, it's just like, oh man, it tugs at my heartstrings because, like, you know, I never knew we needed a Mellow Crush 40 song, about life itself, but it works way better than you'd think because, if With Me is a confrontational song towards Melina about letting the world go and savoring life, then Live Life is a song about living said life to the fullest and assuring Merlina in the aftermath that, things are going to be okay. It's like, look, we had to beat some sense into you, but everything's going to be okay. And it has one of the best credits. It's one of the best credits themes in the series, if not the best credits theme. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head that maybe rivals it is the Sonic Frontiers credits theme, or one of the Frontiers credits themes. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But like honestly, this may be it. This may be the best credits theme that the series has ever had, and probably ever will have. So, what do you think about it, Zen?
I love the song. It's S tier, and I love it. I think it strikes a nice balance of melancholy and positivity that's hard to do. Because if you're too melancholy, you don't have a lot of like strength to the song, not a lot of pull to it. It can sometimes sound schmaltzy and cheesy, and you got to have positivity. But if it's too positive, it starts to sound like a Disney pop ballad. So you got to strike this nice balance. And to me, it reminds me of an '80s ballad, but brought to more classic rock. And the meaning of living life, no matter what, is really good. And I really like that it has this. It's not too slow. It's not too fast. It is just the right tone. It is one of my favorite end credits themes. Where would I put it? Above Dear My Friends.
Okay, where is Dear My Friend?
For me,
There we go.
it's my favorite end credits theme because it, oddly enough, reminds me of songs from one of my favorite bands of all time, Mr. Big.
Mhm.
Can you be quiet for 5 seconds, Kitty?
Lil says Sonic, the beating will continue till. Hold on, I think they worded this way like the beating.
The meeting will continue until you learn your lesson.
Yeah,
The
basically.
happenings will continue until morale improves.
Death comes for us all. You've got to live your life to the fullest. Now quit trying to kill yourself, Knuckles. Like, but yeah, so that's how our tier lists are currently looking. Your tier list is very big, Zen. It's because of how many tiers you have in it. Um,
I just, I want it to be clear, like, what's the best and what's the worst, and like,
mhm.
we have there's stuff in between that has qualities or doesn't have qualities, and
Mm.
Kana, you need to stop going over the computer,
I
please. I
I
need
usually
you. Stop.
I have I usually just like to do S to F because it provides me a good like 7 tier system because like C can be like a perfect like this is mid and then everything above is good, everything below is bad. So I just kind of like that system for myself. But I did add a top 10 tier at the top here just to kind of like make it a little more dynamic
C is
and
still mid for me. I just had G because that one song sucks.
yeah. But yeah, so this is how our tier list is currently looking. Next for the next part, for the next part of this tier list, we are going to do most of the rest. Just to break this down, next stream will be Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, because yes, there actually is a song in that game. I didn't even realize it myself. Sonic Free Riders, Colors, Generations, and Forces, because Lost World does not have any vocal tracks. And then the final stream is going to be Team Sonic Racing, Frontiers, and Shadow Generations. So again, not a lot for that final stream. So again, I may add some like extra songs at the end that we either missed or that are just kind of like bonuses we can chuck in there. But yeah, so like next stream is gonna be like the first half or like even just most of the 2010s. Because like I think the only 2010s game in the fifth stream is gonna be Team Sonic Racing. Um, so like yeah, so like next stream is just gonna be all the 2010s basically, and it's half of it's gonna be like Sonic Frontiers. So sorry, Sonic Forces, because Sonic Forces has like 10 different tracks we got to go through, whereas the rest all up in total are like 11 songs. So next stream is gonna be half of Forces, which I think is gonna be very interesting. Um, but yeah, this was a fun one. A lot of S tier this time around. I really got to talk about like a lot of my more favorite and preferred songs of the series in this stream, which was really fun.
I got to like learn a lot more about like Sonic. This is the era I know the least about
Mm-hmm.
because I grew up with classic, but I didn't really play it. But I knew the songs, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
My era was the adventure era. This is the era where I keep hearing bad things about, but I never participated in. So it's
This
like it's different.
this is the era that you're going to be hearing a lot of glazing for nowadays on social media because the kids who were like because the people who were kids when this era was like fresh are now adults. So basically my era essentially because I was a kid when this era was going on. So like people my age nowadays will often like really like hype up this era of Sonic a whole lot. And like, you know, to be fair, there was a lot of good stuff in this era, and like vocally, like these songs are just mwah, like these songs are just like so good. But yeah, there definitely was still a lot of bad in that era. But
One second.
all good, all good.
Yeah, like this era, I don't know how I'll feel when playing the games. I really want to sit down and play the games, but Bun plays calls so soon.
Yeah.
But
With that being said, thank you for joining us for this stream. I know this was a long time coming for part 3. Apologies for all like in the middle of all the technical difficulties. I'm sorry for those watching live that you had to like see us you know, like get rid of the music. Like I didn't want to do that. Hopefully next time I won't have to do that. But we'll see. You know, maybe this will be a blessing in the skies when I eventually do the edited version. But we'll just have to see how it goes. With that being said, we'll catch you guys next time for the next stream. We'll try not to make you wait. However many months it's been between this and part 2, again for like, you know, part 4 to come out. But we'll see you guys when part 4 comes out, where we will do almost all the 2010s. Until then, I am Philip.
And I am Zenith Warrior Princess, the cutest of ghost buns, who needs food.
Yeah, I'm gonna get food soon as well. We will catch you guys very soon for part 4, and I myself will be doing some more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines in the coming weeks for the rest of February and going into March. So until then, I will catch you guys later. Take care, everybody.